See the voice of Central Jersey. Got our need to know things coming up a little bit later on in this 8:30 half hour. But joining me now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline to talk about a very cool piece of Jersey television memorabilia that is up for auction beginning today. Let's welcome back to WCTC the Executive Vice President of RR Auction, Robert Livingston, who is with us here today to talk about this great piece of memorabilia. Roberts, welcome back to WCTC, sir. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to talk to you, Bert.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is great. This James Gandolfini, a.k.a. Tony Soprano Escalade, which is up today. Talk about this car and how cool it is to own this car. This would be great.
Well, it's amazing. You know, it's Tony Soprano's Cadillac SUV that he used in the last three seasons. So all those shots of driving around New Jersey, James Gandolfini's driving this car. So it's pretty amazing because The Sopranos is probably one of the most iconic shows ever on television, and certainly changed television. And I think this SUV really embodies the character of Tony Soprano.
Yeah, and I think the state of New Jersey itself was a character in this show. You'd agree with that, right?
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. And this car transported Tony Soprano all around New Jersey. So it's a fantastic artifact. It comes with three autographs in the car from James Gandolfini, and we discovered just a couple days ago that there was a driver's license in there that says Tony Soprano, a New Jersey driver's license. That's super cool.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was a stage prop uh, for the that comes with the car if you buy it and win it. And we've had incredible interest from all over the world on this car. That it kind of tells you how far reach the Sopranos have around the world.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is very cool stuff. So maybe Tony was going to the Bada Bing to sit in that back office there and, collect from the guys, or maybe he was going to a meeting at the back of the pork store. This was the car that he would drive to the meetings, right?
Absolutely, this car was everywhere. All those places. And I think the most famous scene with this car is when he's chasing down his. I guess that guy Phil owed him a bunch of money,
Yes.
so Tony drives him and chases him all over town with this SUV. So it's just really incredible. I was just looking at the driver's license, and it says that Anthony Soprano lives in North Caldwell, New Jersey.
That's
I'm
right.
not sure how close that is to New Brunswick, but it's pretty. Is it exit 15W? Where is North Caldwell?
Yeah, it's probably off of Interstate 280. It's probably that exit. But for the exterior shots, you can drive by and see the real house. Then the driveway where Tony would walk out in his robe and get the newspaper. You could
Yeah,
drive by and see the house there. It's
with
just
the, with this car in the driveway for sure.
yeah, exactly. Right, right. Yeah. Our guest is Robert Livingston, Executive Vice President at RR Auction. And today is the day that the vehicle, the classic Cadillac Escalade, a 2003 Cadillac Escalade ESV that was used in the show by Jim Gandolfini as Tony Soprano, auction beginning today by Boston-based company RR Auction. So has it officially started, the online bids? Where are we at as far as that goes, Robert?
Well, the opening bid is $5,000. We expect it to sell, for 30 or 40,000, but you never know with auctions. It could go a lot higher. The auction's going to begin in about an hour, and it
Okay.
lasts a week, and it's going to end on November 19th. But as I said, there's lots of people that have already registered, and I hope somebody from New Jersey is going to bid and win this, because it's like a tourist attraction. I mean, it's something that's just phenomenally iconic, and I hope it returns to New Jersey.
I hope so. I hope so. There was even talk. I think my station manager walked by and said, "Why don't we try to bid on the car and get it here?" I said, "Well, we can maybe play for a little bit, but if this thing starts climbing 30, 40, 50 grand, we might have to rethink it a little bit, you know?"
I, I think it's
So,
I think it's worth it. I mean, park that in front of the station, and you'll
sure.
have a great walk-in traffic.
Yeah, just
You
get a
need it.
get a magnet logo, a CTC station logo, and it's like, yeah, Tony Soprano's car is our station vehicle. I mean, that would be pretty cool. So,
It would, yeah.
but yeah, and I'm sure people are just lining up. There was a painting. I'm sure you follow auctions of other things, other collectibles around the world. There was a painting that sold in New York on Monday for like $170 million. It was a painting of some naked lady from the 20s or something. So there's a demand for stuff like this, especially things that there will never be another one of, Robert. There'll never be another car like this.
That's right. I mean, there is one other car that was the interior shots that HBO used for when they were in close-up. So there's actually two.
Hmm.
But when you mentioned the painting, we also have paintings sometimes of Frank Sinatra that Frank Sinatra made and
Oh,
painted. He was a great painter. And I think we sold his driver's license last year. I don't remember if you remember that, but
you were on the
uh,
show. Yes, that's right.
yeah, yeah. So we've also in this auction, besides the Sopranos car, we've got some great Sinatra things, including one of his paintings. I don't think it'll sell for $100 million, and it's not of a naked lady, but it's still pretty hip. It's
Right.
still pretty hip.
For any fan of Sinatra or somebody that just likes cool Jersey stuff, it's obviously a must-have piece. But get to the website. Do you have to create a profile or log in, or when you go to RR Auction, what do you do next, Robert?
Yeah, yeah. You have to register. You can't just bid without us knowing who you are. It
Sure.
takes about 2 minutes. We assign you what we call a paddle number, and you can bid. And auctions. I know everybody participates in them, but it's a lot of fun. It's a thrill, and I think this car is going to go for a lot of money, hopefully. And hopefully we can talk about it after next week.
Yeah,
We break a record for an Escalade,
I'm sure.
for a used Escalade.
No, that's cool. But look what this car's been through. So that's what makes it great. But now this, I guess it came to HBO. I guess there's a company that actually provides vehicles to television production companies, and that's kind of how this got started, right? And then eventually made its way to you guys.
That's right. There's a New Jersey company called Movie Time Cars that leases or rents cars to film productions, around the state of New Jersey. And so this comes with all the paperwork from that company, with like I said, with photos of Tony signing the autographs in the car. So it comes with all the paperwork. And then once the show is over, I guess in 2006, they have no use for these cars, but because it was on The Sopranos, they went ahead and sold them. And so we're really fortunate that Movie Time sold these cars and kept the provenance. They could have just sent it over to a used car lot, and you never would have known.
Exactly, right.
This car was used for The Sopranos for 3 years. So, yeah, I mean, it's a New Jersey car, as I
Yeah.
said, and I really hope that somebody listening is going to bring it home.
By GM, opening bid 5,000. He's flashing 5,000 through the window. So,
All right,
but
5,000 it is. Can I get six? Can I get 6,000? Anybody else?
well, we're going way over that by the time we get to next week, I'm sure. But again, if you go to RR Auction, I did put one of the pictures up on our Facebook fan page. You can get a look at the vehicle, and you're going to say, "Oh yeah, that's Tony's car." But get those bids in if you're interested in owning this very cool piece of Jersey memorabilia. Just visit rrauction.com. It's going to begin very soon. Get signed up. I'm sure bidders are lining up, getting ready to go. So, and we'll see what happens by the time we get to next week. Will you follow up with us, Robert, after the auction is complete next week?
Absolutely, Bert. We'd love to. And again, we hope it sells for a lot of money.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
when we follow up, I can be proud of the price we achieved.
I'm sure. I have no doubt. But Robert Livingston, Executive Vice President at RR Auction, thanks for your time. Always fun to have you guys on with us when you're doing the Jersey kind of stuff. And good luck with this, and we'll chat next week, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Bert.
All right, my pleasure. Thank you. Again, rrauction.com is